Well, good morning, everybody. Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad. I am super excited this morning. The weather's good. I am going to go take a long bike ride. I was just going to go to Renew, which is about 16 kilometers from here, round trip, you know, do the math. But I decided that that's just how I am. I'm going to go all the way to Mukdahan, 52 kilometers, and then come back. Why not, right? I don't know what'll happen. Hopefully the bike will do good. There's not any taxis or songtails on the river, so if I break down, I'm at the mercy of somebody coming to help me. If I go to NakhonPhanom, there's songtails that run back and forth all day. I could throw the bike in the back of that, but I went there the other day. I'm just going to go to Mukdahan because I like the river road, and they've pretty much, they're almost complete with it, and it's really smooth. So yeah, I'm doing that. So anyway, come with me. We'll try it out. We'll see how fast it goes. We'll see if it doesn't break. We'll see if my spokes don't come apart. I got one concern, is I put a lot of tape on the inside of the rim, and I'm always concerned about, because I had to modify the holes inside to get the motorbike nipples through there. And I'm worried about the tube getting a burr or getting caught on something anyway. I'm only worried about a flat tire, basically. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. Enough talking, let's go. I'm excited. New bicycle. Hey y'all, Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad, and this is my beautiful wife of 15 years, Paige. We downsized, saved, and liquidated to quit our lifestyle in America of living for things to a life of wherever it might take us. We moved to Thailand November of 2016. We currently live Thai style on the Mekong River in a town called ThatPhanom in the province of NakhonPhanom. This is my wonderful Thai family. Every day for us is an adventure, and we spend most of our time exploring and living for the moment. We know nothing lasts forever, and we try to enjoy every new day we have. I don't have time for things that really don't matter in my life, so there you have it. No time to be sad. $52 kilometers to Mukdahan. It's gonna be an easy ride. I think I'm going to show you guys the bike ride, but I'm not going to talk the whole way. I don't have my microphone set up on, but I think a lot of people right now are contemplating moving to Thailand, not just because of my videos, but a lot of other content out there that shows a different life from what people are used to. And they're seeing how easy it is over here, easy to adapt. And things are just simple here. They're easy. I know if it wasn't for Paige, things would be a little bit difficult. So sometimes the logistical stuff, you may need to hire an agency or a law firm at first until you can try to get your head wrapped around, if that's even possible, on some of the legalities here. Anyway, it's super easy here in Thailand, and I still love it here after 6 years. So anyway, enough talking. Let's go on a bike ride. Oh, before I get going here, a lot of people were asking me some technical stuff about the bicycle. Let me just run down real quick for you. This is a 1500 watt electric motor attached to the wheel. I don't know how much torque or horsepower or any of that stuff that comes out of it that it produces. So I have two 48 volt batteries back here, lithium ion batteries. They'll charge up to about 54 volts. The bike itself, the reason why I got this particular bike is because the frame was sturdy. The mounting points where the wheels connect to the frame were very sturdy, extra supported. I saw some videos of wheels coming off, breaking, you know, the aluminum cracking or the cast cracking. So I wanted to make sure, I don't know if it's foolproof, but it looks pretty sturdy. The brakes, now that this thing can go very fast, people were asking me, did I modify the brakes? Well, this brake system right here is disc brakes. It's got quality pads. You're not going to stop on a dime. You probably don't want to anyway. And it's not the little squeeze brakes, which are pretty much worthless for this kind of bike. So they're disc brakes and they work pretty good. I have to constantly adjust them now. My other bike was hydraulic brakes, and this is cable. I went with the cable this time because I had to replace one of the, it was a complete already bled kit with the brake, the hose, the caliper, everything. So, and it was, I could only get two at a time, and it was about 3,500 baht, which was about almost half of what I paid for the bike. Anyway, the brakes seem to work pretty good, but it is what it is. Let's go.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford.
Well, I got a really strong headwind right now, but I can still go about 50 kilometers in the wind. I have one spoke making a little bit of noise. I'm having to stop and try to figure out which one it is. I think I'm getting close. Like when it gets on the load side, I guess the spoke is moving. It little ting. I just about got it. That got it.
Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
I've got this little mirror here. I don't know if you can see it. I can see pretty well with it. If I look through there all the time, see if I need to get out of the way. I've never had to dodge anybody quite yet, but it keeps me on the side of the road.
Down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright? I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life.
Well, I put it to the limit. The spokes are very quiet now. I've got a little bit of a humming noise in the motor at full throttle, kind of without a load on it, like not going up or down a hill. I don't know quite what that is yet. I'll figure that out later, but I put the batteries to the maximum test. I'm here at the Friendship Bridge in Mukdahan. I've got 43 volts left on my battery. The thing will show empty. It doesn't want to get really below 40 volts. And I've traveled 43 kilometers. So roughly I can go about, like really stressing the motor and not pedaling so much. about 43 kilometers. So I didn't put a whole lot of effort into this ride because I really wanted to put that motor to the test. Pretty strong headwind. Maximum I could go really with the wind was about 52. Cruising speed about 47, 48 kilometers per hour. Let's see what I show here. Actually, it says average speed here was 36. So not too bad. On the way back, I'll have the wind on my backside, so ought to be a little bit easier on the bike. The tires are good. They're very stiff. This back with the motorcycle spokes and the road tires is very stiff now in the back, but the front, you know, it's got good dirty suspension for a mountain bike. But yeah, made it. I'm gonna go into town, probably grab a bite to eat, and then head back.
I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta die. It's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more.
Well, I stopped here at this beautiful restaurant. I've taken the mafias here before and my mother, and this is one of my mom's favorite things is the Philly cheesesteak. I gotta send her a picture of it. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the bike. I'm not sure I would recommend the 1500 watt motor. It does seem to have a lot more torque if that's something that you're looking for. That would probably help going up hills, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure that it's necessary, and the speed's about the same really. Probably getting a little bit better speed because of the tires. The road tires always seem to go a little bit faster than the mountain bike tires. I'm gonna call my mom here, show her my cheesesteak. I usually talk to mom about a few times a week actually. She's still enjoying herself here in Thailand. She's having thoughts about the battery going dead in the tuk-tuk and the electric scooter still. However, she hasn't had a problem, but she is limited to how far she can go. So she could make a long trip and then she has to come back and charge the battery. That's the only downfall with electrical vehicles, they have to be charged. I got her a long heavy-duty extension cord to put in there to plug in. There's multiple plugs everywhere in Thailand, but she doesn't seem to be having much luck doing that. So I got a few options going in my head. One was to add another battery, but I don't want to disrupt the charging system and create a problem. Another one was to get some better quality batteries, like some gel cell batteries that will last longer. That's probably more ideal, but they are costly. Another thing was to add another complete battery pack, probably in the storage box area. But the problem is it needs to be easy for her to swap over, whether I get some kind of plug, some kind of switch, or she'll have to reach in there, unplug one and plug another. I think the best option right now, and I need to do more research on it, is get her a big solar panel because the sun in Thailand is very hot. She's got a large roof. I could mount a pretty good sized solar panel on the top, but I'll have to get a controller to make sure that it doesn't overcharge. So I need to find a kit. I need to do more research on it. That's probably gonna be my best bet. Solar panels are not very expensive in Thailand. I just gotta make sure I get the right control system so that we don't overcharge the batteries. Anyway, let's eat. I know you guys can't see it from here, but I can see the rocks in the water. The water is so clear right now. And most people know that the reason why the Mekong River is brown is because the soil or sand underneath is brown or red. And when the water's flowing pretty good, it stirs that up. It's just like the Mississippi River. And the Mississippi River runs, the way it runs, all that sandy water kind of flows into the Gulf of Texas and makes the water in Galveston look dirty. But it's not, it's just a mixture of sand. Sometimes, like December, I think, if you go down to Galveston area, it's pretty clear. I think the biggest problem with the Mekong River is people along the river. They need to be educated on not to throw trash. Tons of plastic and debris flow down this river all the time. It's probably one of the most polluted rivers because of just plastics and trash, stuff like that. I think the problem is a lot of things. I think it starts with the government on education, and it starts with ways of teaching people, or not just that, but having ability to throw stuff away. Like in a lot of places, except Japan, there's no trash cans. Like there's nowhere to dump stuff. So, you know, what are they gonna do? So they just throw it. There's no pride, you know, I guess. So I think it starts with the governments.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit.
All right, guys, let's get home. It was an awesome day today. You know, I'm not only trying to promote like a carefree life here in Thailand, where I try not to worry too much about things that I can't control in my life. And I think right now, a lot of people are contemplating moving to Thailand for sure, or moving outside of their country, because things are really out of control. Like, until there's a line drawn in the sand and the rules are established, I don't think that we can do anything. Like, our governments are the ruler of our lives in the West. You know, they have all the power. They have the legislative power to change the rules within, and you can't do anything about it. So riding my bicycle gives me a lot of time to think about things too sometimes. It's kind of like my meditation, but I do think too much instead of meditating sometimes. But what I'm trying to say is, until that line is drawn in the sand, we've got to figure out something that we can control ourselves. So I moved to Thailand. I knew a long time ago I wasn't able to adapt in that lifestyle. Like I don't like to be controlled, period. You guys seen how I was during the COVID stuff. You know, I don't do government control very well. Everything has to have some control. In Thailand, there's rules that you have to abide by, but for the most part, it's the most free I've ever felt in my entire life living in Thailand, because nobody expects me, like, really nobody expects anything of me. So it's difficult to explain. You'd have to be the type of person that would want to embrace a lifestyle like that, and you would understand that once you come to this point. So me getting rid of all the stuff back in the States was kind of like a kick in the balls to the government. Like, okay, well, you've controlled me my entire life. I've done all these things, made all these accomplishments, and basically all I have is trinkets. And I have to give you money every year, or every time I buy something. You know, I'm just like, you know what, screw you. Until that line's drawn in the sand, I'm just gonna do what I can do. And yeah, because we need to start figuring out a way to actually fight for our country to get it back, because it's totally out of control. But for now, I'm just going to be happy, live my life here in Thailand, and coexist with people that don't overthink and expect me to do anything for them. Only smile and enjoy their food. You know, as much as I love being here and I'm preaching to you guys about how free I am here in Thailand, I do miss a lot of things in America. I miss fishing, tournament fishing with my friends. I miss, you know, the thing is a long time ago we used to be, you know, we all used to get together for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and things have changed. I don't know about your family, but with mine, you know, it just seems like we got divided somehow, whether it was because of work, responsibilities. I don't know what it was. You know, sometimes it's political, right? So I miss being able to go to the store and buy the foods that I'm used to, or going. The thing about America is there's really authentic food from all over the world in America. So I miss being able to do that. I miss being able to go hang out at the bar after work with my friends, you know, stuff like that. But the price that it costs to do that is too overwhelming for me. Like it was, those days are gone. I think it's difficult to go back to the way that it was without having a lot of the responsibilities that I know now I don't want, because I enjoy so much the simplicity of life. Not being consumed by things or people telling me what to do or when I need to do it, how I need to do it. But I just let you know, I missed my old life in America. You know, I guess like when we were a kid, we didn't have so many responsibilities and things didn't matter too much. We didn't think too much. When I'm in Thailand, I feel like a kid. I don't really understand a lot. Everything's different. And I don't really have a lot of responsibilities other than being a visa holder. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of responsibilities like back in America. But anyway, enough talking again. See the kids over there? I don't know, you think they still do that in America?
Take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
Well, you see the temple fair is still going on after 4 days now when it was over. But they got 5 days before they leave, but usually it lasts about, I say the temple festival lasts about 14 days. It's supposed to last 9. But one thing I'll tell you about this town, what's different about ThatPhanom, the temple here, is you'll notice a lot of temples in Thailand are surrounded by a fortress, a wall, something protecting the temple. Well, what's protecting this temple, basically, sorry, is the town. Like there's no, like this is part of the temple here and it goes out to the river. So the town pretty much surrounds the temple, which makes it a community, you know, which is, it's a little bit different than what I've seen, but you guys got to come check out Wat Phra ThatPhanom. Well, I'm home. Here's Paige. Did you miss me?
Yeah, I miss you, sexy.
Paige is printing out our documents to keep in our truck, our new insurance stuff, health insurance.
That's for the motorbike.
For the motorbike? Oh, that doesn't go in the car.
No, the car gonna be.
But just getting all our documents prepared for traveling. We're planning we got a lot to plan actually. I still have to buy our plane ticket to Europe. I got our plane ticket to Hawaii, but I don't have the reservations for a hotel quite yet. Still trying to figure out where we're gonna do that. Just gonna get to the airport and find a hotel. But tonight, me and Paige are gonna go walk around the market. I'm not gonna bring you guys along for that on this video. Looked like my sticker was coming off. But I'll show it to you tomorrow. There's probably a lot of bargains to be had right now in the market. I'm very tired, but I've been gone all day, so I need to take Paige for a walk. Sunday, I'm taking the ladies to NakhonPhanom, just the ladies, no sick people, and we're gonna go bar hopping. It'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be fun. And then we're going to, the next week, we got a couple of days, might go play another game of golf, and then we're headed to, I think we're leaving Thursday, you said, right? Or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I think we're leaving Wednesday to go to Udon for 2 nights. And then we're leaving Sunday to go on our long adventure. Gonna be a lot of cool stuff happening. Gonna be with Mom and a lot of places that we're gonna travel. Let me tell you real quick, I know I've been talking a lot on this video. I apologize, just sharing some things, some personal thoughts, and a lot of thoughts that people share with me through this wonderful channel. But let me give you my opinion about my bicycle. So earlier I said I wouldn't probably recommend the 1500 watt motor. I changed my mind coming back because the battery actually lasts a little bit longer. It's kind of like, well, when I was younger, I put a Chevy 350 small block in a small little single cab S10 pickup truck. And my friend said I was crazy. Of course, I had a hard time keeping it on the road. But I removed a 6-cylinder engine that was in it. And once I got it all set up how I wanted it, it got like really, really good gas mileage. Really good, because the motor was so big, really only had to give it just a little bit of gas to get it to go. My point is that this thing has a lot of torque and a lot of power to push this bike. So really, it doesn't take a lot of battery power. Obviously, it doesn't take more battery power. It's a little bit less effort on the motor to make it go faster. So I do recommend the bigger motor. Probably 1,000 watt is good. They're all roughly about the same price if you want to do this type of conversion yourself. But I'm happy with the tires. I'm happy with the spokes. The brakes are as good as they're gonna get. The problem with this bike is heavy, really heavy. I have these 2 batteries. I know this looks like a bomb back here, but and these are really heavy batteries. And of course, I got a couple of little things back here in the back that I carry, some tools and stuff. But with and me on the back, it's heavy. I bought this is like a little cheap little luggage rack. I've had a couple of breaks, so I just take some of the brackets off and I modified it with some stronger extra brackets, and that's been working really good. Other than that, the modification that I did with the hub, I gotta figure out one more thing, because if you can see right here, I need to get the chain on that bottom too so I can get some more torque out of my pedaling, but I can't because it's too close to the frame. So I had to kind of shim this thing up so that my brake disc wouldn't hit here. So I had to put a couple of shims in there. The problem is it's modified because it's the wrong damn hub. So I'm thinking maybe this might come out a little bit. I could put one spacer in here and I might be able to get that chain to move over. Because right now I'm not able to pedal like I was before. I was able to pedal on level 1 and get it to go almost 40 kilometers, but with that next sprocket up, I can't, I'm having to pedal too fast. Anyway, thank you guys for coming with me today. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. If you didn't, maybe you'll like tomorrow's. But we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.